Hey there, C3 students. It's Friday, November the 6th, 2020, and we've got some announcements for you. Check this out. Hey everybody, Jay here, and welcome to this week's announcement vlog. It's just me. Katie, if you have not heard, injured her leg, and so she's not with me this week, but do me a favor, would you be awesome students and would you reach out to Katie, wish her well and quick healing, and maybe send her a card or a text message or leave her a post on Facebook or Instagram, just something to say, hey, we're praying for you and hope you get well. Hopefully her leg heals quickly and we'll get her back in the mix of things, sharing announcements with you guys. So for this week, it's just me, so here we go. All right, the first thing coming up that I want to just make sure you're aware of is we started a new series last Tuesday night during the election. It was this past Tuesday night during the election. We ended up postponing small groups, but we did launch our new series, which is called Anthem. And so if you have not seen the video yet, make sure you go to the website, c3studentswheeling.com, click on the link for small groups, and go and check out the video. The video is there, the scriptures are there, the questions are there, everything that you would have done at small group is right there on the website, and we would love for you to go back and do that because it'd be super helpful before we get to next week's small group. So Anthem, great series, all about worship. We're looking through the book of Psalms, and it's really interactive and good. You're going to go back and check it out. Second thing to kind of bring to your attention, and that really has to do with our COVID-19 status. Now, I already said that this past Tuesday night we postponed the small groups. Part of it was because it was election night, but the other part was because of our COVID status. So you know that things are kind of ramping up around here. More and more cases are being reported. If you haven't heard, we have schools in the area that are on virtual learning. And so because of that, we are kind of taking an approach where we want to be super cautious and very careful about how we are meeting during this season. And so what we've decided to do is we are going to follow whatever the schools do. So, and particularly whatever Ohio County and Wheeling Park does. So for example, if we should fall into one of the colors that requires virtual learning, well, that means that we will follow suit and we will go virtual as well. That means there will be no in-person small groups on that particular week. Instead, we will gather online. If the school's shut down for any reason, and it's Tuesday, we're going to be shut down as well. We'll either be virtual or we'll be completely shut down, and we'll let you know that. And we're going to follow this practice through the winter. So even as we get into like the snowy season, when sometimes weather impacts school attendance, if the school closes, we're going to be closed. If the school is virtual, obviously we'll stay virtual. If there is a weather-related thing, we'll be based on whatever the school does. So bear that in mind as we move forward during the season. Our COVID status is going to be completely impacted by what the school does. Now, I would encourage you, don't just make the assumption. Visit us, make sure you're following us on social media, either on Facebook or Instagram, or that you're going to our website, c3studentswheeling.com, because we will always post whatever we are doing. Very important that as we move through this season right now, you're following us on social media and on the website. Also, we had announced last week that we were going to do the Operation Christmas Child shoe boxes, and each small group was going to do 2 boxes. Well, we've decided, since our timing right now is so unknown as to whether we'll be virtual or in person, we've decided not to do the Operation Christmas Child boxes as small groups. Instead, we want to encourage you and your family to grab a couple boxes and fill them as a family, and then bring them to the church when the time is ready for them to come to C3. So we will not be doing Operation Christmas Child boxes this year as a student ministry. Hopefully we get a chance to do this next year. If you missed it and you haven't heard, we want to give one last time congratulations to our girls middle school small group, because they're the small group who won our small group costume contest. Their theme was VeggieTales. They did a great job dressing up as VeggieTales. And our judges, who were not our leaders, and it wasn't me, it was someone else from the church, they agreed that that group had a really great theme and some really, really good costumes. We are coming to the end of the fall activity season. My practice is to try to come and visit you guys as you're doing your sports, cheering you on from the stands, or at least just being there to watch. But this year with COVID, we have not been able to attend any games. And so one of the ways that we thought we would celebrate the fall sports and club season was to have you guys send us pictures of you doing your after school activity. Whatever your fall thing was, whether it was a sport or a club or an activity, as it comes to a close, we want you to send us a picture of you, maybe your team or your club, or you playing in the sport. Maybe mom or dad grabbed a quick picture with their cell phones of you doing something. We want to celebrate your fall season. Here's what you need to do. You need to send us one or more photos, and we're going to create a slideshow and then share it. So here's what we need. Send us your photos, your pictures. We need to have them by November 17th. All right, so get them to me by November 17th. We'll have a form on the website where you can fill out the information and then upload the pictures right to that form, and then it'll come right to me. So it'll be super easy. We'll leave space for maybe 5 photos. But then the goal is to have this slideshow online by November the 24th. Now, the slideshow is only going to happen if we get pictures from you guys. So take a few minutes, get us some pictures, and let us celebrate your sport, your activity with you this season. Okay? So finally, looking ahead. Now, I'll be completely honest. Who knows what's going to happen week to week? We might be virtual, we might be in small groups, but we're still going to continue to plan ahead and hope and trust that God will allow us to do some things, and we'll still be able to have some interaction together. So as we look forward, here are some things that we just want to kind of remind you about or get you excited about. And so obviously small groups, we're going to continue with small groups probably maybe for the rest of the school year. We're not sure yet, but we really love small groups, and we think you're enjoying that time as well. And so our plans are to continue meeting in small groups. Okay, and then when things start to open up and we can get back together as a larger group, we'll begin planning things to get back together. But for right now, everything's going to be focused on that small group community, okay? So be looking forward to that. Now, one of the things that we're hoping to still see happen is our small group Christmas parties. We are going to be announcing that more formally in the next couple of weeks, but we are going to be hosting Ugly Sweater Christmas parties on Tuesday, December the 1st from 7 o'clock to 8:30. And these parties are going to be like real Christmas party like we would do. There'll be games and activities, there'll be fun, there'll be food, and we're asking you to wear your ugliest or your best, most ugliest sweater. And they can be anything from store-bought to something that you make. We're just looking for some really great ugly sweaters. And we're going to have a lot of fun with that. So be thinking and looking forward to that. Now, that night will also be the last night of our fall season. So Tuesday, December the 1st, we will then have our Christmas parties, and then we're going to take our Christmas break. And we're doing this mostly because we know the holiday season gets a little busy, but also because the COVID numbers are kind of unreliable right now. They're questionable. We don't know what's going to be happening. And we believe that families are going to be wanting to host and entertain for the holidays. And so we're just going to make it a lot easier for you guys by ending our season on Tuesday, December the 1st. Now, that doesn't mean that we're going to go away. There will still be some things that the church is doing during December that we're going to participate in, and you'll hear more about those things as we get closer to that. One thing I want to get you excited about is our first Christmas door challenge. We're going to have a little contest, kind of like the pumpkin carving contest, but this one might be a little easier because it's going to be indoors and it's going to be centered around Christmas. But we're inviting students to decorate your bedroom doors with a Christmas theme. Decorate your door up, put a Christmas tree on it, put lights on it, whatever you want to do. But we're going to host a Christmas door challenge, and we'll have some more details and dates and all that stuff coming to you very, very shortly. But we're going to give you a couple weeks to decorate your door, take pictures of it, submit them, and then we're going to declare somebody the winner of the Christmas Door Challenge. And just like we dropped off 2 prizes to the Child Boys for winning the pumpkin contest, there will be prizes for the Christmas doors. So make sure that you are aware of what's happening and you're plugged in and a part of that. We'll start posting that stuff probably another week or so, but the contest stuff won't start until after Thanksgiving. So be excited about that. Christmas Door Challenge is coming very, very soon. Lastly, guys, as we look forward, we are very much aware that some of you are unable to participate in our in-person small groups. We've been having a great time with these in-person small groups. Students have been coming out. We're really excited about that, but we know that some of you can't participate in the in-person small groups. Well, we've been thinking and praying about that, and we want you to know that we don't want you to miss out on that. And so what we're actually doing is we're looking to start a couple online small groups. For those of you who can't join us in person, we're going to create these online small groups so that you can still have community, you can still connect with us, you can still do all the things that the small groups are doing in person, but this will be a community for you that'll be all virtual. So what we need to do is we need to start finding out who would be interested in participating in a virtual small group. And so starting on Monday, we will have a new page on our website which will tell more about the virtual small groups, but it'll also ask you to sign up for a virtual small group. So if you are one that for whatever reason can't make it to an in-person group, what we're saying is come over, check this out, be a part of our new virtual small groups. So we'll have that next week, Monday, the registration for that. And then we're hoping to get those started really, really soon, probably before Thanksgiving. I'd like to have that start before Thanksgiving. And then we'll have something that'll be there as we move into the new year. Okay, so in-person small groups, and now a new virtual virtual small groups. Sorry, got a little tongue-tied. All right, guys, a little longer video this week. A lot of things to kind of bring to you. The best and the most important thing is, guys, be following us on social media. We don't ask you to follow us so that we get a lot of followers or we get lots of likes. We are using social media to communicate things that are happening. So Facebook, Instagram, make sure you're following us on one of those 2 places. And if you're not able to be on social media, make sure you're following us on our website, c3studentswheeling.com, because everything that we do will be posted there. And it's one of our best ways of communicating with you. With that, we send out a weekly parents email. So parents, if you're watching this and if you're not getting our weekly parent email, let me know so we can get you on that list. We send out information of things that are happening for the week to come, as well as what we're doing in our small groups. So parents, you want to be a part of that, and make sure you're checking that out. And you want to make sure you're following us as well on social media so that you're up to date with all things C3 students related. All right, guys, that's going to do it. Remember, give a quick shout out to Katie as she's recovering. And other than that, hey, we'll hopefully see you at small groups this week. If not, we'll be checking in with you virtually. All right, guys, remember, we love you. We're praying for you. Stay safe, be smart, and we'll see you soon. Bye.